Guys, we're starting it off strong with some iced coffee.
Notice it's just singular iced coffee, because we always get a big one and share.
We're heading up to like a foresty mountain area. It's not quite a hike, I call it a walk, and looking forward to it. Our guy is sleeping at the back. He tried food for the first time today. We gave him some avocado. And let's just say he wasn't a fan.
Let's just say, guys, he did not like it.
He was not a fan.
He did not like it one bit. And
his face looked like we gave him like prune juice mixed with lemon.
But you know what? He will like it. And so we'll just keep practicing with him. But yeah, we're going to the forest because we live downtown in the city, so it's always nice to be.
Sometimes you just gotta unplug, you know?
It's always nice to
for
be
the sake of
in the
your
trees.
sanity. It's find silence. Make this your sign to find quietness today.
Quietness.
Find quietness, find boring.
Solitude.
Choose boring.
Guys, we made it. Daniel's dad mode is activated. He's putting on the carrier. We use the Ergo baby carrier. What do you think about it, Dan?
You know what? It's a bit complicated. I'm still working on my fine motor skills, so like getting the buckle right is sometimes a challenge for me, but in general it works. Good lumbar support.
I would describe it as like, I don't hate it, but I don't love it.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like whatever about it.
Something that we wanted to prioritize this year is getting outside more and designing our life in a way that allows for more boring moments. Not that being out in the nature is boring, but it's not like the flash and the noise and the activity of the city. So we're out here, this beautiful park. We're going for a walk. We're gonna spend a couple hours taking this big guy for one of his first hikes. So it's gonna be an awesome day.
Okay, we're on the suspension bridge now. I, as an adult, have developed a bit of a fear of heights. So this isn't as easy as it once was for me. Yeah, guys, we are high up. I am holding my camera tight.
Should we get a picture?
Yeah.
See if
I was just reminiscing on how every time I'm on a suspension bridge, I always think of that scene in Shrek when Donkey falls on the suspension bridge and I think the dragon ends up saving him. Anyways, Daniel didn't remember it, so I was just recounting that time. Good old Shrek.
Mariah, we have been parents now for a while. Our son is now 6 months old.
Half a year already.
Let's talk about what we've learned about each other since becoming parents. So like, I've gotten to know Mariah as parent. You've gotten to know me as parent. Let's talk about what we've learned about each other. You go first.
Okay, what's coming to mind for me is like how much you just laugh things off in like stressful situations with a baby. So, but he's kind of like this in other areas of life, but I feel like with the baby it's been more obvious and like more appreciated by me. So for example, like in the middle of the night, sometimes our son will be crying and then Daniel will just be like, make light of it. Like be like, what? Why are you crying? And then it just helps me not to get frustrated in the moment.
Yeah.
I feel like if you were stressed about it, then it would make me feel like, oh no, like, it just would like make the moment so much harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is when he's up and we go, look who's awake.
Yeah.
Look who decided
like
to join
that,
us. Because for some reason, it's like right when Mariah and I settle in for like a TV show or we're finally catching up after a long day.
We hear this little...
Where we hear his murmurs and he's up, ready to hang out. And so instead of being stressed about that or being super disappointed, we try to keep the energy positive. You kind of have two choices. You could get mad and your whole night's ruined, your mood's off. you're already tired, so you add the negative energy to your tiredness, or you could just embrace the unpredictability and spontaneity of having a baby, wake up, get excited about it, and just be present with them. I just saw a quote that was like, it's a crazy thing to realize that most of your knowledge of your kids will be them as adults. So enjoy the time with them as kids. That really impacted me. So I just want to enjoy these moments, the little things, even the things that feel inconveniencing, because the time's so short. And before you know it, we'll be sending him off to college. Not to get sentimental, but it's coming.
Okay, what surprised you about me as a mom?
I wouldn't say this surprised me, but I would say two things. One is how diligent you are about research and doing what's right for our son. But at the same time, how chill you are about things that you can't control. So like, for example, I feel like you're intentional about thinking through what he needs in terms of...
Bounce break.
I feel like you're intentional about thinking through what he needs in terms of sleep and food and even routines. But if things change, whether it be because of his needs or because you learn something new, you're not afraid to change. So I'd say you are super diligent in terms of like researching options that are best for him. But at the same time, you're not like too stuck in what you learn that you're not able to be moldable. Yeah, so a good example of this was for feeding. I remember you were thinking like, okay, let's delay solid food as long as possible. Then you saw his degree of curiosity when he was seeing us eat, and you saw that he was just getting bigger and excited about discovering through food. So you're like, oh, okay, I'm not going to delay this any longer. Let's start at 6 months and see if he takes well to it. We tried avocado today, as we mentioned. Didn't love it, but we're going to try other things. I just like that you are willing to make decisions based on research, but you're also able to be flexible if you find that his needs or what our family needs is different than what you researched.
Since he was born, I have been like so almost passionate about like not getting consumed by all the baby information out there. I think it's so easy to like, especially on social media, there's so many opinions and there's so many like routes you can go and opinions and beliefs. And so I have been really on top of like not getting sucked into those things, because I feel like once you do, it's just like so easy to spiral into like anxiety and just almost like obsession around like routines or what your baby's doing, what your baby's not doing. And I feel like because I'm more relaxed, our baby's able to be a bit more relaxed, and that's just a big win for us. Look at that blue water. So 8 years ago, Daniel and I actually came here on one of our first dates.
Yeah,
Do you remember that?
I do remember.
It was
that.
like December, and I remember it was hot. Like we were in t-shirts, and for where we live, that's like super rare. So, and you put your arm around me.
It felt like a part of it was like, that feels like not that long ago. But when I think about like all that's happened in the last 8 years,
Yeah.
it's like, it feels like
A long time ago.
a very long time.
But it's beautiful here. Look at that. People are actually swimming, which is kind of, it's not that warm, but you know.
How's the water? It's really cold, right? It's good for the blood flow though, right?
That's what they say.
It's good for the joints.
Backpack mode. Felt like maybe it could work a bit better for this hike.
Okay, Mariah, there was a couple people that jumped into the water down there. And I have a question for you. Like right now it's 18 Celsius, we're in Canada, and that translates to like 66 Fahrenheit.
Okay.
And for me, it's not quite at the like dip into water casually level
Yeah.
in terms of temperature. I think that for me it has to be a bit higher, but like if I was, for example, wanting to do something fun or adventurous with friends or with you, I'd be like, oh, 18's fine. I'd even do 9. I'd probably even do 0 as like a polar bear dip, but that's not a casual swim.
Yeah.
That's like a challenge. Or
Yeah. What's like your ideal summer day swim?
I don't know.
You're saying?
I don't know. Yeah. What's your ideal? Like, what's the threshold that you
For
say?
me,
Like,
I think it has to be like at least 28 Celsius, which I think is like 80-ish, like 82 Fahrenheit. That's pretty hot, I guess, but like I want to be roasting before I go in the water, especially water like this is really freezing.
Yeah. It's like glacier fed.
Yeah, so for me, like it has to be pretty hot.
Yeah,
but I feel like yours is less.
People were in there doing backstrokes, freestyle swimming, treading water, like it was 90 Fahrenheit, 30 degrees. And I'm just kind of like, it's kind of wild. I don't know. But to each his own.
To each their own.
For me, it depends on the body of water, if I'm being technical. But I'd say in general, it's around your point actually. Maybe like 25 actually. 24, 25 on a really sunny day. Could be great. But again, where we live, there's a lot of glacier-fed freshwater. There are oceans, but we don't really swim in the ocean as much. So to swim in a lake or freshwater, it has to be, I'd say at least 25. So like 80 Fahrenheit or so.
Okay, we're back in the car. Come on in.
You have my speaker, right? Or my?
Yeah, I think I put it in there. And now we're heading to our next destination, which is to get pizza at this spot where there is like a really nice lookout apparently. So we're pumped.
It rains a lot where we live, so during the months that are really sunny, we have to take advantage of every day, especially the days where we both have off.
If you live somewhere where it rains a lot or it's cold a lot of the year, you know what those first few sunny days feel like, and it's the best.
Shout out to London, shout out to Vancouver, shout out to Portland, shout out to Seattle.
Yeah, those are good.
If you know, you know.
Made it to the pizza spot. This is our setup here. Got the old picnic blanket and the view.
It's lunchtime.
Guys, I'm gonna come show you the pizza.
Do you have anything to say? Buddy, do you have anything to say? The pizza looks good.
It looks good, but like this, it's described as sausage. It looks more like a hot dog. Don't you think, Daniel?
Yeah.
It doesn't really. It's not what I think of when I think of sausage. I don't really
I think the arugula is throwing me
think
off
of this.
because not that I don't like arugula, but it's just like it feels more salad than pizza.
But you know what?
I'm not mad though. It's gonna be great.
Nothing
Hot and honey.
ranch dip can't fix.
They cut their pizza pretty interesting. They do the straight on.
Oh. Did
Which
you?
way?
Is that yours?
Yeah.
Gotta find my dip. Here it is.
I think my favorite kind of pizza is like sausage, bacon, pepperoni, like meat lovers with, what else would I put on it? Maybe small olives, maybe some tomato, But other than that, like just meat heavy on a white sauce or a red sauce.
Oh, white sauce pizza changed the game.
Yeah.
Like I always prefer a white sauce pizza
Mhm.
now. I feel like this is. I mean, I don't see red
Thank
sauce.
you, Lord, for all that you give us. Cheers.
Mmm. Mmm. Yeah, mine would be like a white sauce, like kind of like a chicken Alfredo pizza.
Mm.
That always hits.
Mm.
No. No.
So, our son had food once today, and now he thinks every food is his. And that's not true. So, there you go. There's not much on here that I want to give you, so
Sorry, buddy.
we're going to give you some mushed up grapes after. Anyway, so behind us is the ocean, the Pacific Ocean.
We've never been to this spot before,
You'll
but
see
it's so beautiful.
The sky's not super clear, and because of that, you can't really see the mountains. But there's mountains behind us and in front of us. This is a new spot that our friend recommended. It's beautiful. We thought we'd come up here. It's my day off. So we thought after our walk/hike, we'd come up here to have some lunch and take in the sights. After we're done filming, we're going to turn around so that we're actually seeing the ocean as opposed to the restaurant. So there you go. Today was awesome. It was sweet to be able to just get out in nature and take in the sights with some pizza. Just chill. It's a chill day.
It felt like dreamy, you know. Just felt like a dream day.
Yeah, and it's fun that our son has recently started being able to like sit up, hold himself up, so it feels like he's a part of the.
It feels like
lunch.
he can actually participate.
Yeah.
Instead of just lying
He's
there
not
like
just
a
in
blob.
his bassinet laying there. But yeah, okay. So for the rest of the day, we have to do some chores at home. I'm racing my marathon in 2 days, so I'm gonna go to the expo, and I have to pop into a store to run an errand. What else? Anything else?
I kind of want to get ice cream.
Ooh.
Because it just feels like I should.
An ice cream kind of day.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And guys, we're really praying that our son sleeps like decently well the next 2 nights, because I would feel really sad for Daniel if he was running the marathon on no sleep. So hopefully that happens. We'll report back.
People have done worse.
That's true. Anyways, talk to you guys later.